Hey guys, I hope you're doing awesome. I am Radhika. Welcome back to DataZard. And today we're going to be solving Power BI 2021 Week 31 Workout Wednesday Challenge, which is around Deneb visuals and using Vega and Vega Lite. And we will be creating this visual. It's a beginner friendly challenge. So without further ado, let's jump into our Power BI report. This time we have to use the financials data which is provided in the sample data for Power BI. So for that, I will click on use sample data, load sample data, and click on financials because this is the sheet that we want to import, and click on load data because this is all cleaned up by Power BI already. Now the first thing that we need to do is get the Deneb visual. So for that, I will click on these three dots and click on get more visuals. Then I will search for Deneb. Now, once Tenet visual has been added to our Power BI desktop, I will just click on this visual to add it on my reports page. And we are going to bring in country and sales to Deneb. This is already mentioned in the challenge and I'm following those steps. Now, once we have country and sales in values, I will go to these three icons and click on edit so that we can edit this visual. Now for editing, we can choose existing template, Vega Lite and Vega. For this challenge, I'm using Vega Lite and I'm starting with simple bar chart. Now the category would be country and measure would be sum of sales. And I'll click on create. Now this will create a bar chart for us. We just need to customize it. To view the JSON of bar chart, we can go to this specification and it says data, name is data set, mark is a bar because we are creating a bar chart. Then for on y-axis, we have country and the type is nominal. And on x-axis, we have sum of sales. Now, the first thing that we need to do is add a color to it. So we need to give these bars a different color. For that, we will go to config because this is a config change. And in here, I will add bar because we have to change the color of the bars. And then in curly brackets, we will give it color. And the color would be the color that is used in the challenge, which is this one. And now as soon as we do that and run, we see the color has been changed in the bar chart. Now, the next thing that we need to do is change the sorting. So if I will just increase the size of this chart, you can see that it is not properly sorted and we need to sort it in the descending order. So for that, I will go back to specification in y-axis because we need to sort the y-axis. So I will go into y-axis and add another field called sort, and we need to set this to minus x because we need to set it as per the descending values of x. And now when we do that and run, we see that it is sorted in the descending order. So these were the two simple changes that we had to do in this simple bar chart. And once this is done, I will click on back to report so that we go back to the report. We have to add another Deneb visual, and in this time we can choose any visual. I'll choose a line chart so that I can replicate what is there in the challenge. So for that, I will again click on this Deneb so that a new visual gets created. I'm going to choose sales in values and month name in values so that I create a line chart showing sum of sales for each month. And now I will click on these three dots and click on edit. Now this time we have to use a template. So I'll choose Vega Lite and I'll choose an empty template and click on create. Now to get the JSON of the line chart, I will go to the Vega Lite website and go to examples. And in examples, I'll go to line charts because we have to create a line chart and choose the first line chart. And then I'll just copy this text. Going back to the Power BI report, I will replace this text with the text that I have copied. And now I will edit this so that we make our own line chart. So firstly, we don't need the description and schema. So I'll remove this altogether. For data, our data is coming from dataset. So I'll put name, and instead of data by stocks.csv, I'll choose dataset because that's where our data is coming from. We don't want to apply any transformation. So I will remove this transformations line as well. For mark, it will be line. On x-axis, we want month name. So I will type in month name. Month name is a nominal variable. So I will do nominal. And on y-axis, we want sum of sales. So I'll select sum of sales, which is quantitative. And now when I click on run, I will see this chart. Now this is exactly how it should look like. The only change is we want to change the color. So again, I will go to config, and in here, I will choose line, and then for color property, we need to give this the same color that we have given to our bars. So that is this one. And when I click on run, we see the same color. Now to change the grid style, what I will do is go back to specification, and on y axis, I will add axis grid true because we want the grid dash as 2 and grid color as gray. And then when I click on the run button, my grid changes. I want to keep this as a beginner friendly challenge, so don't want to apply any other configuration or transformations. So I'll keep it as is and go back to report. And let's just resize this. And at the very end, we will just add a text box which says Workout Wednesday Power BI, get started with declarative visualization with Deneb. I will just click on this visual, go to formatting pane, and turn off the background. And this is how you can use Deneb to create these visuals. It is very powerful as we can do anything and everything using Deneb. Change font, change color, everything that is possible to change, we can do that. I hope you have learned something new from this one. If you enjoy the content, then please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next one.